What is going on, guys, and welcome to another video. Today we're going to be talking about the best meta carry in 7.38c. Hopefully you guys do enjoy the video. If you guys learned something, consider subscribing and joining the Dota Chronicles community. We are growing every single day and it's all thanks to you guys. As always, guys, leave some video recommendations in the comments that you guys would like to see from us. Let's get down into the video. First of all, the facet you guys want to be using on Nature's Prophet is Ironwood Tree. This is extremely standard. It is the most popular facet. Pretty much is picked by everyone no matter the position. It just makes your tree a lot stronger. But why is Nature's Prophet such an insane carry right now, and why do I think he is the best carry in the patch? Well, Nature's Prophet not only is the most contested carry up amongst the pros, it's also just an extremely versatile hero that can be flexed into multiple positions, and that gives a hero a lot of versatility. If you can play a hero in all three core positions without really losing any benefit to the hero, that's a very strong hero in the patch, and Nature's Prophet is one of those heroes. You can play it from the off lane, you can play it from mid lane or the safe lane. I think when it comes to positioning, I think mid lane and safe lane are the best, but I've been actually spamming the hell out of off lane Prophet, and people just don't really expect the pick. They think it's going to be a mid lane Prophet or a carry Prophet. Once they see it from the off lane, a lot of people don't really realize that Nature's Prophet is a universal hero and the hero can practically build anything. I've built auras on Nature's Prophet, making myself insanely tanky. As long as you get a Maelstrom, you can build whatever you want after that, because Maelstrom is going to allow you to split push and get that extra farm, but you can get items like Vlad's, you can get Pipe, you can get Crimson Guard, you can get all these really good items to buff up your team and make yourself an actual tank, because a lot of people feel that Nature's Prophet is one of these heroes that, oh my god, he's super squishy, he's not a tank, you shouldn't be playing this hero in the offlane. Nature's Prophet can be an insanely tanky hero, and being universal just makes him even tankier, benefiting a lot more from attributes. So don't sleep on this hero. Try different builds out. Don't always go for the cookie cutter builds on the guides. Try different builds out and see what works for you. Don't always build what everyone else is building. Try and go out and explore and find different builds. And if you want a tanky Nature's Prophet, then build him like a tank. Build him like your traditional offlaners with Vanguard and stuff. It may look weird on a Nature's Prophet, but believe me guys, it makes a lot of sense. The hero is really strong. If there's a lot of physical damage, you can easily build a Crimson Guard and have a lot of impact. Now, if you're playing from the mid lane, it is a different build. You want to be building items like Mjolnir. You want to be building items like Silver Edge or Monkey King Bar Daedalus. You want that raw burst damage, and you want to be able to pick down targets very easily. Also, items like Butterfly are insane. I love Butterfly on Nature's Prophet. Having that extra attack speed is going to be really good, and it's going to help you get more procs with your Mjolnir. These item builds are going to help you be a lot more successful on the hero. But one thing you do have to pick right from the beginning is your skill build. Now, there's two ways of going about it. There's people that like to max their Treant, and there's people that like to max Sprout. Personally, I think you have to max Sprout every single time. I think it's the best thing to actually play aggressive in the lane. I think when it comes to carry Nature's Prophet, I think maxing Treant is the better option because you're going to be farming a lot more. But if you plan on being an active Nature's Prophet, you should be maxing Sprout every single time. The Treant is not going to be helping you so much around the fights. It does do quite a bit of damage, but it's just very slow and it's not going to be helping you that much. Sprout is actually going to help you get a ton of kills and really secure your early game, and I just really can't stop recommending enough to max Sprout. Easy kills around the map. And one thing I also want to recommend to you guys is you don't need to wait till level 6 on Nature's Prophet to make a rotation. You can easily make a rotation at level 4. Once you have a few points in Sprout, you can easily rotate and get a free pick off. Once you got a couple points in Sprout, 1 point in Teleport, and 1 point in Treant, it's a really easy rotation. If they are low HP, you can come in, Sprout them, and get a really free pick off. It could also win the side lanes for your team, and that is a benefit that other heroes cannot do. Invoker can help out with Sunstrikes in the side lanes, but it's not a guarantee. Nature's Prophet can be at any time, any place, and doing whatever it needs to be done on the map. It's a hero that cannot be stopped very easily, and even heroes like Tinker can push out lanes. Nature's Prophet can keep up with Tinker pushing out the lanes. So it is a hero that just does a whole lot in this patch, and I hope he doesn't get nerfed because it does really seem like the hero is just doing way too much. But let me know in the comments what you guys think about Nature's Prophet and what role you guys prefer to play this hero in. But not only is the hero strong, guys, he also has very few bad matchups that are currently in meta. Most of the matchups Nature's Prophet is handling very well, as well as this hero could just infinitely split push, and if you're a smart Nature's Prophet player, you don't really get caught a whole lot of times. Could also build items like Hurricane Pike and Silver Edge to keep yourself invis or to make sure your positioning is a lot better, and just play from the trees, push out the lanes, and it's really hard for the enemy team to actually keep up with you. You will always have those lanes pushed out, giving your team a much bigger advantage as the enemy team actually has to go and push out those lanes, showing themselves on the wave, and that's when you get a high amount of vision and you can control control the map a lot more with this hero. This hero just offers way too much right now in this patch, and you should be picking Nature's Prophet if you want to be winning more MMR. But now let's break down some of the best and worst matchups for the Nature's Prophet. Some of the good matchups are heroes like Lifestealer, Bloodseeker, Juggernaut, Razor, Leshrac. Basically melee heroes you're really good up against because your Sprout is really good, especially heroes that don't like to build Falling Blade. You're especially good up against with your Sprout. You can easily start kiting these heroes, and a lot of heroes don't really want to keep that Quelling Blade for a really long time. Eventually they're going to have to get rid of it, and that is your bread and butter. You no longer have your Sprout leash talent, which is kind of sad. I thought that was one of the best talents. It was really good to have, but you no longer have that. But your talents are still pretty solid. You usually want to get the Sprout talent. The other talents are pretty straightforward in themselves. It really depends on what the game calls for, but mostly heroes that just don't like to get on top of you. Heroes like the Spirits are really good up against you. Just pretty much heroes that like to man fight, that like to get on top of you. Heroes like Ricky as well. You don't want to go up against these heroes because you are not going to be having a good time on the Prophet. You want to be able to get into the fight, start laying in your right clicks without the fear of just getting obliterated by getting jumped on by a bunch of different heroes. So when there's a very active lineup on the enemy team, heroes that can easily close the gap, heroes like Tusk, heroes like Mars, Kez, these types of heroes you really don't want to go up against, as it is going to make your life a lot more difficult. And that is where the versatility of picking Nature's Prophet comes in. If you are having a really tough matchup and you're being countered left, right, and center, you can just push this hero to the off lane and you don't have to play it carry. You can easily swap with one of your teammates and have them take over the mid lane or the safe lane. That is a big advantage that this hero provides, because yes, there are going to be games where they see the Nature's Prophet pick and they're going to be countering the hell out of it, and it might just not make any sense to be playing the hero from the carry position or the mid lane position, because you're just not going to have a good time. And this hero, while he does farm a lot, does spend a lot of time farming, and you don't really want to get shut down on your farm, and you don't want to have to run away constantly every time you see a hero. You want to be able to get some pickoffs around the map. Overall, guys, I extremely recommend this hero for you guys to be winning a lot more games. I am constantly just spamming out the Nature's Prophet, whatever position it may be, but I really enjoy the offlane Prophet. So if you guys are offlane players, make sure you guys are picking offlane Prophet if you know how to use it. That is one thing I will say. Nature's Prophet does take a little bit of time to actually learn how to play. While his kit is quite simple, it's just the positioning and how to actually play the hero and knowing when to push and when to not be showing on the map, and pretty much the playing style of the hero. It's not just split push and just be done with it. There's a lot of logic to how you play the hero, so I definitely recommend playing a few games before actually taking him to rank so you have the most amount of success. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys did, consider subscribing and joining the Dota Chronicles community. I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching.